Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are on a fantastic day, wherever you are around the world. Hopefully, everyone is well. Hopefully, everyone's having a good weekend so far. And welcome back to another Liverpool news episode for you guys. It's not going to be a long show tonight, only a few bits and pieces for you guys tonight. Of course, we're going to be taking a look at the rumours that, of course, the Saudis are coming in for the best centre-back in the world in Virgil Van Dijk. We will talk about that in tonight's episode. And, of course, we will talk about the ongoing story with Leny Yoro, of course, being linked to Liverpool this summer. And, of course, we'll get your guys' thoughts on that in the comments down below as well. It is early, the show as well, I should say that. Of course, obviously, the Euros are currently going on at the moment. I thought people would want to watch early instead of watching a bit later on. Anyway, my thought process. Anyway, but we will speak about the Euros as well, get your guys' thoughts on the first couple of days as well of the Euros, of course. And obviously, sad news, as you guys have already mentioned in the chat. John saying good evening and thoughts and prayers go to Kevin Campbell, family of the Hour of Need. Yeah, 100%. And of course, Doug as well saying good evening, Con. Happy birthday for yesterday, and also rest in peace, Kevin Campbell, and Zarkic, is there? Again, apologies if I butchered his name, but yeah, of course, sad news coming out today for those two. Again, life is horrible, and yeah, again, our thoughts are with those two as well and their families, because again, look, it's horrible losing someone, and especially again, especially that Millwall goalkeeper. Again, was he 26? I think he was. Again, ridiculously young, and yeah, just sad news, really. Anyway, but I'm trying to say no chance for Euro. I think VVD will stay, and hopefully all our players will not get any injuries. That's the hopeful dream, John. Anyway, but yeah, no, look, we'll speak about the Euros. Sorry, Doug, you're gonna hate the next 10 minutes, but we will speak about the Euros. Of course, obviously Germany beat Scotland last night by 5-1 in what. It could have been a lot worse for Scotland. Let's not hide around that fact today. And of course, and obviously Dominic Szoboszlai making history in the Euros. Of course, the youngest ever captain in the European Championship history, which again was a real good landmark to hit, of course, for a Liverpool player. Wasn't the correct result, was it, for Hungary? Of course, they did lose to Switzerland by 2-1. Of course, Spain have just won 3-0 against Croatia, which, that was a total landslide win for Spain. And look, Germany, especially last night, completely destroyed Scotland. I think it was more of a shock. leaves the stream. To be fair, Doug, it was more of a shock of how bad Scotland were. I know it's a huge achievement, again, getting to the European finals, but again, like, it was two parts of it though. Like, I was very impressed with how good Germany were. Again, they are one of the favourites for the tournament, obviously being the home nation, and again, it's Germany at the end of the day. But also, it's the sense of as well where, for me, I look at it and I go, how bad Scotland actually were. Like, I just cannot understand how bad it actually got last night. But again, today though, like, you look at the Hungary game, Hungary just didn't show up for 60 minutes in what was a frustrating game to watch. I think we said in the prediction show, for me, Hungary were very much a dark horse team, not to go and win the tournament, but to have at least a good run in the tournament. Again, I think they lost one game in 17 before coming in to the Euros, but they massively looked off of it in parts. It was a real, again, the first 60 minutes were horrendous for Hungary. The last half an hour, even though they did end up conceding another goal, it was a lot better, and Hungary should have scored probably 2 or 3 goals in that spell, and that's encouraging in a sense. Obviously, with the group being so close, obviously the third place spot is going to be very interesting, especially in that group. because it does practically mean if you win a game, then you're practically through to the next round of the European competition. But again, that group in particular, I think obviously Germany, I think will win all 3 games. I think now looking at it again, I still feel Hungary can do something. If they play like they did that last half an hour, they can really go on to do something good. But if it's the first 60 minutes in the whole tournament, then yeah, Szoboszlai looked like he again had no idea where he was supposed to be on the pitch at times as well. But again, Spain, I think Spain are another team that look very good. You know, Lamine Yamal, again, he looked unbelievable at times. Neco Williams as well. Like, surprised they actually, they didn't batter Croatia, but what was it? 2 quick goals, and then obviously the third in the second half. Like, again, Spain could be a very underdog team to go on and win the tournament. But again, now I think, was it Italy, Albania? Again, you'd expect Italy to win, but again, Albania might actually cause a shock. We haven't seen that yet, the tournament yet. But of course, we might do a watch along at some point with the Euros. Not tonight, but we might do one. If anyone wants to see that anyway. But no, Germany deserved to win. Musiala was pick for the young player of the tournament. Yeah, then Musiala and Wirtz, unbelievable. But yeah, it's going to be very special. I think a tournament for Germany. But musicians is a hell. I think Musiala, I think is a hell of a player. Bayern are lucky to have him. Yeah, 100%. John, 1000%. Thank you, Test. Hopefully doing well, mate. 100% a red card. Yeah, I would agree. Thought at the time. I wasn't shocked when he got showed the red. I was watching it with Jack and Ricky, and straight away red card for me. Was no doubt about that in any particular way. To be fair, one thing I should say as well before we do continue on. And one thing I have to thank you guys for, I should have mentioned at the start of the show, and it completely went out of my mind until now. We hit 1.5k on YouTube, which is ridiculous. Again, never expected it from me talking, again, and speaking to you guys. Well, you guys enjoy the shows, and of course, it's massively appreciative because again, when I started YouTube, didn't really think it would go anywhere. And again, it's not really gone anywhere, but it's a big achievement. And look, I very much appreciate it. And hopefully, we can get to 2K by the end of next season. That's the aim anyway, to be at 2K at the end of next season. Well, the end of the following season. So again, that'll be a massive bonus, but thank you for everyone as well, I should say anyway. But let's get off of Cossack Anthony's here. I thought I was safe. That Hungary number 9 looked like he came from World's Strongest Man. I said he looked like the Rag and Ball Man. It's literally me. Like, I was literally the number 9 for Hungary. Yeah, no, but the Rag and Ball Man definitely played for Hungary earlier on. But fixtures out Tuesday. Hopefully, a nice fixture at home for Arnie's Red Army. Ipswich away. It's 100% going to be Ipswich away. Opening day of the season. 100%. I would not be surprised if it was. If it wasn't Ipswich away, but away amazing as well. Thank you, Doug. He will go to Real Madrid. Thank you, Ant. Yeah, we'll get on to Leny Yoro in a moment, but 2K next target. That'll be the hope and dream for next year. Or next season will be 2K. 100%. But good evening, Ant as well. Phil saying you deserve it. Thank you very much, and very much do really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys for coming in as well. Liking, sharing, subscribing, all that stuff. Again, I massively appreciate it because look, it's great that for me, like, and again, for other people as well, like, and we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, about like a couple of months ago, when we spoke about, again, Christmas time and that, and obviously we were doing shows on Christmas Day and that, and I got a couple of people messaging saying, again, it's real nice on, like, on a day like that, and again, it really, really means a lot. But yeah, look, again, it's my channel, it's your channel. Again, we enjoy talking about the Reds and talking about football, and that's the main important thing off of it as well. But and all good, mate. Looking forward to my first Father's Day tomorrow. Well, happy Father's Day, Doug, as well. I keep forgetting that everything's so close together in June. It's weird, isn't it? But look like the best atmosphere Anfield has seen in for a few years, with those Swifties filling the cup. You genuine. Wait there, can I time you out without banning you? Where are you? No, I'm not going to do that. Do you know what? I can't wait to batter Leicester the next season. Watch that get clipped now, Ant. And then you're going to completely batter me with it if you beat us anyway. But no, look, for me so far, I'm really enjoying the European Championship. Obviously, hoping the Italian game will be not a ball fest. Have you missed me? No. Like, I already said that to you. No. I said that to you last week when I spoke to you. Like, no. I enjoyed my season of peace as well anyway. But look, at the end of the day, it's all fun and bands anyway. But we will move on, and we'll talk about Virgil van Dijk then. Of course, some reason or somehow, obviously, the last 24 hours has been linked with a move to Saudi. Of course, Al-Nassr, of course, they finished second last year. I believe it's Cristiano Ronaldo's team, isn't it? And the president, and the current rumor is that they're going to offer Virgil van Dijk a world record amount for a defender, which, again, take that as you will, for wherever you want. But a few Liverpool journals have had their thoughts on this. Ian Doyle has come out and said that Liverpool have had no contact from Saudi Arabia side Al-Nassr over a bid for skipper Virgil van Dijk. And David Lynch as well has also come out and said, I think there is definitely truth to the rumours Al-Nassr wanting Virgil van Dijk this summer, but Liverpool have no approach and wouldn't welcome one either. And I think that's pretty much it. Like, again, with Virgil being out of contract in a year, of course, there's going to be rumours. There always is going to be. Like, look at, again, Mo Salah saga will probably last all summer. Again, even though it looks highly likely it's going to be staying at Liverpool next season, there's most likely going to be a conversation either before or during the season about a new deal. Of course, Liverpool, there's rumours that we want to accelerate contract talks with the likes of Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I do think out of the three, as I said it, a couple of days ago, for me, I think the pecking order is getting Trent sorted first, then Virgil, then Mo. But I just don't see a world where Virgil van Dijk leaves Liverpool. And look, that might change in a year's time. Again, Liverpool might have had an absolute awful season, and Virgil might go, you know what, I want to leave. I want to maybe try something new, and he may go abroad. He may go to Spain or maybe even Saudi. But I think from the positive words that Virgil van Dijk was speaking a couple of days ago in the Dutch camp, saying, again, speaking about Arnie Slot, speaking about a few bits and pieces about, of course, the future of the football club and looking at a few things. For me, I think Virgil van Dijk is content at Liverpool. I think he wants to be in the new era for Liverpool. And look, for me, he is, the captain for a reason. He is, the best defender in the world still for me. And I think that, again, Virgil van Dijk, he can still play at a level where, all right, you may look at how old is Virgil Chat? 33, 32. Like, again, you look at that type of player and go, oh, maybe you don't give him, a 2-3 year deal, or you give him a 1 or 2 year deal. For me, I'd give him a 3 year deal, because he's still capable of performing at the highest level, and for me personally, I think he can still perform at the highest level in 3 years' time. And of course, last season, didn't look the best because, again, you look at not the season just gone, the season before that, again, when Liverpool had no midfield, again, Ibu and Virgil were getting run out pretty much all the frigging time. But you look at last season, there was a reason why Virgil van Dijk was in the conversation for PFA Player of the Year, was because he was that good still. And I still think it will be the case under Arne Slot. I think, look, obviously we will need to replace Virgil at some point, and of course that's probably the reason why we are looking at Leny Yoro, which again, what Liverpool are probably looking at and going, look, he could be the Virgil van Dijk replacement that we've been looking for over the last couple of years. We've had a Joe Gomez, we've had an Ibu Kanate. If we can have a Leny Yoro that's going to potentially come in and develop while Virgil van Dijk is here, then great. And then he can slowly then take that role over. That would be perfect. It would be unbelievable in that sense. But of course, that majorly depends on whether or not Leny Yoro comes. But the thing is, Liverpool are not afraid to buy as well. Like, if there is someone who can be on that level of, they're gonna take the club forward, similar to like Alisson and similar to when we signed Virgil van Dijk back in 2017. Liverpool will do it. They thought that was Caicedo in the end. Yeah, and if that was true, but again, if Liverpool get a green light that Madrid are not going for Leny Yoro, they will go for him, and we'll speak more about that him in a moment as well. But I think based on Virgil van Dijk, I don't think he goes anywhere. I do think he signs a new contract. Of course, the sooner that happens, the better. But I don't think he goes anywhere personally. But again, I never thought Jordan Henderson would go anywhere. But still, but no, I do think Virgil van Dijk is going to stay at Liverpool next season, 100%. I do think he signs a new deal, but 150 million and gets stuffs. Al-Nassr says Doug as well. Phil says VVD is going nowhere as he's still got a couple of years minimum at the top level. Yeah, 100%. He'll be 33 on the 8th of July. He's a day before me. Oh, there we go. Again, obviously, it's Mo Salah's birthday as well, which is a bit mad one as well today. But he is right now, but 3 years' time is a long way, surely, to with +1 max potentially. Again, we're not dealing this year or this season with Jurgen Klopp and Jörg Schmachter in charge of transfers. We're dealing with the transfer committee that put Liverpool up there. We're putting up with Michael Edwards, putting up with Richard Hughes. These guys, they are smart with their business, but like Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah are the data team, but they're also not stupid, because these are the people who recognized Liverpool needed a midfield rebuild sooner than when we did it and got shut down. But now these types of people will have the full control of being able to do what they want. Again, they're not going to go crazy and go, oh yeah, we're going to uproar everything and we're going to completely change the team around in a season. No, you're not going to do that as Chelsea Football Club. But these are the people that are smart in terms of, again, like Mo Salah. Like, I don't think if he does sign a contract for Liverpool, I don't think he signs more than 2 years. Again. And I think it'll be reduced wages. I don't think Michael Edwards will be offering Mo Salah 350 grand a week. I really don't believe that. I really do believe that, sorry. But it's with Van Dijk, like, again, I think the priority is get Trent done, then Virgil, then Mo, because out of the three, again, who can Liverpool afford to lose at the current stage of things? I think Van Dijk's at the top of that list. I think Mo Salah, again, you see how great Mo Salah has been over the last couple of years. Nobody knows how he's going to react next season to the new systems or the new play styles that Liverpool play. Again, the second half of the season for Mo Salah wasn't the best neither, but due to the injury, will a season off be good in that sense? I don't think, it might be, but you never know. Again, Mo Salah's first big injury since he signed for Liverpool, and it took him out of action properly for, what was it, 6 weeks of the season. Again, and when he came back, he didn't look the same player. Of course, you hope with the rested summer he'll look a bit better, but again, when you do look at Arne Slot's team overall for next season, he's not gonna have everyone back until 2 weeks before the season starts. We're going to go to America. There's most likely going to be a preseason game at Anfield as well this season. He's most likely going to have the team or the majority of the squad on the first day of the season, because again, you've got Copa America, you've got the Euros final as well. It's such a short turnaround this year. But yeah, no, look, I do think it could potentially happen that Liverpool, they'll be careful around it and what they get anyway. But I'm saying Mo Salah is the most likely to move on. He is the one who could see earning killing a Saudi like around 600 to 700 per week. Yeah, no, 100%. And again, he is the biggest star out there. Like, I think if Liverpool were to say, okay, we've agreed that Mo can go, Liverpool would hope to get 100 million for him. Now, like I said it months ago, I thought Liverpool would get more than 100 million, but I think similar to how Harry Kane went to Bayern Munich, Liverpool could hold that out, because again, it's the biggest star that they could sign out there. The face of Egypt, the face of that place around the world Mo Salah is the top guy to go and sign. And look, that's probably what they are hoping for. They're hoping that he doesn't sign a new contract and he leaves for free for Liverpool, but still, that's not great for Liverpool. Yes, you lose. Yeah, again, you're freeing up 350 grand a week or even more on the wage side of things. But again, if you were to let Mo Salah go for free, that would be bad business again. That's then we've let Emre Can leave. We've let him go on a free. We've let Bobby Firmino go on a free. We let Sadio Mane go for, what was it, 20 plus million. We let Mo Salah go for free. Again, that wouldn't be great neither in that sense as well. So I do think it's a Liverpool have to get him signed to a new contract. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if he did move to Saudi next year, 100%. But is there any possibility that Bakayoko or Chiesa could be targeted for right wing only if Salah left? I think we do sign a winger, Doug. I think we do sign a winger, but it's that question again of who do we get, because playing wise or player wise, I'm really surprised that Liverpool haven't been linked with Elise so much. I know we spoke about him a couple of days ago, but obviously the injury concern around him is big, because again, his hamstrings have been awful. But Elise, him not getting linked to Liverpool is a bit weird. Obviously, we've been linked to other forwards. Obviously, Mbuemo's been linked. Obviously, Bakayoko's been linked. There's definitely something that Liverpool want, but every single player we've been linked with on that side of the minute has been left-footed, right-sided wingers. And that's all we've heard from journals as well, as saying that the priority from Liverpool is a centre-half and a winger. Then we heard that Liverpool might be looking at the six market, because they may be looking around. But then I think today David Lynch said that Liverpool's thought process was that there wasn't a clear jump in quality from an Endo, for example. So like how Fabinho was one of the best sixes in the world, there isn't that type of player on the market at the minute that Liverpool can just go and spend 60, 70 million on. and then they walk into the team, and then that's your DM then for the season. There isn't anyone like that that Liverpool think anyway. Now, is that the same as, on the right? Like for me, I said it last night, and I've said it for a while. If there was any possibility that Jamal Musiala was available from Bayern Munich, and Liverpool, if Bayern Munich went, oh, he's available for 100 million, if anyone could come in, I hope Liverpool would do that type of deal, because he's somebody that could take you to another level in your team. And I trust the transfer committee, because we've seen them have success in the past. Again, look, Jurgen Klopp got the correct praise, and he did, but it's also a combination of good strategy, good transfers, and also Jurgen Klopp. Of course, Jurgen Klopp took us from there to there, but the recruitment side of things and the people in charge have wanted to do the right thing. And to be fair, they've got a pretty good track record. Again, they signed the DM in Fabinho, they signed Virgil, they identified Van Dijk as the guy to take Liverpool forward. They also identified, Mo Salah as a target for years and years. They realised Liverpool needed a midfield rebuild. The club didn't act upon it. And look what happened there. Again, not saying everything's worked out perfectly. Like, again, you do look at certain signings, like Naby Keita, for example, was brought in for a lot of money, didn't really work out. And of course, obviously, that would be, the hopeful dream that somebody could come in and work straight away. It would be wonderful. But again, you do take a risk. Certainly like a Bakayoko as well. Like a Bakayoko could work perfectly for Liverpool a year under Mo Salah, and then next season, the season after, then would push on then and be starting for Liverpool. But again, is that what Liverpool want to do? Who knows? But Red Machine's in as well. Good evening. Hope you're doing well, mate. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway in the comments down below anyway. But we're going to move on then. We're going to talk about Leny Yoro then. Of course, you guys will be waiting for this. Anyway, of course, this was meant to be yesterday's show, but again, it was my birthday yesterday, so I wanted to do this today anyway. But as you guys can hopefully see on screen right now, of course, it does say Liverpool actively pursuing French centre-back Leny Yoro, leading sources report. Of course, it does go on to paraphrase this article piece from David Ornstein, sorry. Of course, you guys would have seen this a couple of days ago. David Ornstein, of course, adding to it again, Liverpool and Manchester United actively pursuing a deal to sign Leny Yoro from Lille. Of course, Real Madrid do have the favourites, and of course do have preference to signing him. But again, it does also say on the article piece here, saying Ornstein added they would all be prepared to offer competitive or favourable conditions, but I believed held by most of the suitors that the French youth international will move to the Bernabeu, even if a deal does not materialise immediately. So I think the ideal situation for this is Liverpool want to do a deal. We know this. There's also been a report today from, I think it was the Mirror, so take it with a pinch of salt, saying that an unnamed Premier League club has had a €50 million bid rejected. Whether that be Liverpool, whether that be Manchester United, who knows? But I think if there's any inkling that Liverpool could do a deal, then they'll go for him. Again, Liverpool's name don't tend to be attached to things like this, especially from David Ornstein, which is, he's one of the, the top journals in that sense, would never be connected to the story if it wasn't any truth to it. And I think for me, Liverpool are just waiting to see what Madrid do. If Madrid turn around and go to Lille and go, yep, we're going to bid €60 million, deal can get wrapped up, and that's that. I think, look, there is no hope for it. But I also do think Madrid are currently playing a dangerous game, because we know they want a centre-back. We know they want a left-back as well. I think Alphonso Davies is I don't think he's going to go to Real Madrid now, but there's conversations there. But the Madrid at the minute want to sign a lot of players for free. I think there's talks of Alphonso Davies. He's going to stay at Bayern for a further year, and then he'll go to Real Madrid in 2025 for free. And of course, the whole problem with Real Madrid at the minute, of course, they've still got to get Mbappe on the books. They've got to get Endrick on the books. I think they're going to look for a midfielder as well to replace Toni Kroos. As well from that squad. So again, that's another signing that they're probably going to be looking at as well. So there is hope for Liverpool to do a deal. But it's all down to Real Madrid and what they do. For me, I think he does go to Madrid, unfortunately. But I'm hoping Liverpool are not just like, like a couple of years ago, I think when we missed out on someone and like we put all our eggs in that basket, and then the Tchouaméni stuff, for example. I think that was the player I'm thinking of. But the whole Tchouaméni situation where we did literally put all our eggs in that basket, didn't end up getting him, and then like we ended up then with no defensive midfielder for pretty much since Fabinho gone, or left. Sorry, of course we've had McAllister and Endo substituting for that, but it's also it's also a problem where again Liverpool don't have one of the best DMs in the world, like we did with Fabinho, and that is a real problem. For me, I think if Liverpool want to win league titles, they need a world-class number 6. Arsenal have currently got one in Declan Rice. Rodri, I think, is also top. Again, Rodri is the base you want. But yeah, no, I do think Liverpool desperately need the best in class. And look, whether or not that is Leny Yoro, again, of course, he is a young prospect, isn't he? But again, I'm hoping Liverpool haven't put all their eggs in that basket and then scrounging around for a centre half, come the end of the transfer window. But I'm confident in the transfer team no matter what. I think, look, it's definitely going to be a long summer. I don't think there's any signings coming soon. Hopefully, I'm wrong. In that, I know plenty of people are already wanting things to happen. Obviously, this time last year, I think we'd already signed Alexis McAllister, didn't we? And I think we were speaking about Ryan Gravenberch, I think, at the time as well, 12 months ago. But again, I do think Liverpool will do business this summer. It's just it will be out of the blue. It won't be like last year where we were getting linked with everyone and Liverpool's name was getting attached to everything or every other midfielder. I think this time round, similar to the Euro, the Leny Yoro news, where it was just out of the blue from Ornstein. I think that's going to be the same case for a lot of players for Liverpool this summer. I think going and staying, leaving and joining. I think both of them, those situations, I think are going to be very, very quiet. As well anyway. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts on Leny Yoro as well. I think he will go to Madrid. But if Liverpool are pursuing a move for him, again, I would be all for it. 100%. But missing the club footy already, says Red Machine. Yeah, me too. Lallana is back at Southampton. Yes, he is. Hopefully it does work out for him there. Rodri should have been sent off earlier. I didn't see the tackle, but yeah, I did see a couple of people mention it. But hey, Michael Oliver, English ref, never going to send a City player off, allegedly, Doug. But looks like nothing changed. Yeah, 100%. Anyway, but I'm going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Anyway, I did say it was going to be a short stream, and it's been 35 minutes. But if there is any news, of course, we'll let you guys know. As soon as it is as soon as it does come out anyway. Let me have a look a minute. Why is that? Oh, okay. Right. Well, anyway, chat. That was a bit anticlimactic, that was. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. If there is any news, of course, we'll be live. Probably normal time on tomorrow. The problem is the Euros are around, so do people like the shows earlier or do you want me to leave them later? because again, I know plenty of people won't watch when the Euros are on, so we might do that. It might be earlier shows for a couple of weeks, and then we'll go back later. Anyway, but again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, and thank you as well for 1.5k as well. Very much appreciative, as always. Anyway, but until next time, guys, that's going to be it from us. I've been Connor from the Cock Council. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Ta-ra.